I would define the theme Break the Bias as really an opportunity for women to elevate other women. We do a lot of really phenomenal things, and it's on us to really talk about those things.
Break the bias to me is just a way that we can all be significantly more aware and talk about and open to learning and take action on how we can break the gender biases.
We all have bias, right? So whether it's unconscious or otherwise, and I think bias is like a habit. So all habits can be broken.
You know, there are times in my career where I put myself in a category, or I thought of certain ways that I myself needed to behave or how I needed to lead. And then later realized that was coming from a bias of my expectation of what a woman leader was supposed to be. So I had to break those biases within myself, and then also in terms of how I see the rest of the world and the people I engage with.
I think about my mom growing up. She held a senior management position at a pretty large company. And she told me the stories of how when she was pregnant with my younger sister, baby number 4, her manager told her, "Oh, so you're finally going to retire and be a stay-at-home mom." And she told him, "No, why would I do that? I'm actually going for that promotion, for that senior manager level." And she got the job.
She's got, kind of short hair, short on the sides, tattoos exposed. And she really was a genuine person to herself and what she perceived as who she was. And she didn't apologize for that. She went into this very male-centric office and owned analytics, owned herself, and any perception that they had based on her look, she tore down immediately with her skill set.
My wife and her sister developed a program for promoting women in sports broadcasting, which has really broken down all those barriers. And now when people see and hear women voices on the screens during sport, they realise what they've been missing out on before.
My father actually passed away, and it left my mom just with me and my sister, and she really just took it in stride. She was incredibly strong, and it just that really showed me that women can do anything. And I hope that, now that I have 2 kids of my own, I hope that my kids see that in me, and that just because you're a woman doesn't mean that you can't do really hard things.
And I finally sort of had to have a pretty serious talk with my boss at the time about it. And what I said was, don't mistake my humility for weakness.
If we're not talking about it, we're never going to grow through it and see an impact that we know is going to be extremely valuable, not only to individuals, but our businesses too.
I am so proud to be part of Robinson, especially the last couple of years. The strides we've taken with starting our ERG programs, support from our leadership in those areas has been phenomenal. And I think that's how we continue to develop our women and strengthen our bench of leaders.
Whether we think we've done things right or not, and unless we listen, we don't know. We need to continue putting in the structural changes, the things that really make the difference.
I have 2 young daughters. And I think about the strides that you guys are making and how it's going to impact them in the workplace.
And who's another important person in your life? Important woman?
You.
Oh, me.
It's time to break the bias.
It's time to break the bias.
It's time to break the bias. You did it. Good job.